Hey everyone, Jess here. How are you? Welcome to your collective intuitive Reiki healing. This is for the week of September 30th to October 6th. Can you believe we're in October already? Welcome to Libra season. Happy fall equinox. Happy eclipse sandwich. We're in between the um, lunar eclipse and full supermoon in Pisces and the upcoming solar eclipse and new moon on October 2nd. It's a really powerful time for some of us. It feels really intense, and intense doesn't have to mean bad. Um, it's intense energy. There's a collective um, releasing of karma. There's a collective releasing of past life wounds. There's a collective healing within relationship dynamics, power dynamics. There's a lot going on, but hi, welcome. If you're back, welcome back. I'm so glad that you found previous healing supportive. And if you're new, welcome. The way my weeklies work is I pull 3 tarot cards. It sets the tone for the healing. And then I give about a 10-minute or so Reiki healing, and intuitive messages come up in the process. If you're new to Reiki, it is a harmonious energy healing modality that will never deplete. It will never cause harm. It has nothing to do with my energy at all. But it does have to do with your willingness to collaborate. And by that, I don't mean work hard. It is just a willingness. It is a willingness to be open. A lot of the healing happens in our subconscious, the 95% of us that we are not even aware of. So there's trust and faith to be had in that. But it doesn't mean that you won't experience conscious sensations, tinglies, temperature changes, emotional releases, epiphanies, what have you. Okay? You might just feel more relaxed. That's beautiful. If you feel the call to come back and receive this again, do so, because the virtual work from a distance is just as powerful as if I were in the room with you, believe it or not. And when you have these pre-recorded videos, and if you feel the call, you might unlock a new level to the healing. You might hear a message you weren't ready to hear the first time around. So my guides always say, and your guides always say, remind them that you're allowed to come back and experience this again. Okay, if that's what your intuition's telling you to do. So welcome. I'm also in the midst, guys, announcements of doing a lot of really fun business rebranding. As you guys know, my channel is Balance Consciousness, and I want to make it a point to use that a little bit more in my intros. So welcome to Balance Consciousness Integrative Healing. And I am Jessica Taylor, so welcome. All the information for my one-on-one work is down below if you want to peruse my website, see all the different things that I do. Those of you who've been signing on to work with me recently, what a blessing you all are. I'm really drawing in some really amazing, beautiful souls right now who are ready to do some deep dive work. And you guys are just magical. You all are magical. So keep your eye out if you haven't worked with me for some new offerings. I'm going to be announcing soon some free offerings, some self-guided offerings for those of you who are more independent learners. And as always, I am here to do the one-on-one work with you if you choose to do so and it feels aligned. So guys, whew, solar eclipse coming up. So the lunar eclipse in Pisces that was on September 17th, that was very watery. For some of us, it was very emotional, but it was actually quite soft and gentle in the sense of like, it's time to let things go. And the solar eclipse that's coming up on the 2nd is a bit more like, and we've let it go. It's a bit more like definitive. It's a bit more masculine energy. It's very solar. We also have a lot of solar flares, magnetic storms coming in simultaneously. So if your body is feeling either extra fatigued, extra restless, if your sleep is wild, know that you're not alone, okay? If your dream world is a little more wild, know that you're not alone. These are all different ways that we're doing this work. And our higher self is helping us through the whole thing. So I digress. The Solar eclipse is essentially a portal. We have a ton of aspects that are happening simultaneously, guys. And I don't mean to be incredibly dramatic when I say this, but it's absolute fact when you're looking at the astrology. We have never had this kind of combination of energies and aspects in our lifetime in terms of the encouragement to not bring with us the old wounds, limiting beliefs, and blocks that have left us behind, that have held us back, that have blocked us from growth. This is the portal, if you will, to walk through and say, I am once and for all leaving this negative pattern, this limiting belief, this XYZ that has held me back from my own authenticity and power and authority in my own life is coming up. That's very interesting. Authority, my sovereignty. Um, so it's huge new beginning energy. And it's also, I'm feeling a bit of like a grandmother spank on the bottom kind of energy. Like all right, honey pie, now or never, you know? So, how are you guys feeling in this right now? I am filming this literally in the sandwich. You might be called to this healing when the solar eclipse has already passed, but keep in mind that we're feeling these energies a week prior and a week after, you know, depending on where you are in the world. Okay. So let's see what the cards bring for us and what spirit wants to support us on our healing. And how are you guys feeling after last week's healing? That was a doozy. That was powerful, you guys. 3 cards, please. Oh no, one flew out, but it fell in the crack. Pause. Sorry for any sound there. Interesting how that flew out. Oh, okay, we'll get to it. It's really interesting how it flew out and then it became very hard to get. 2 more, please, for the collective for this week, September 30th to October 6th. I'm feeling that heart and solar plexus again, just like last week, guys. It's dropped down a bit more into my solar plexus. We had a big, massive wound release last week. Whew. 2 more, please. Thank you. 1 more, please. Thank you. Ooh, they're flying today, you guys. I'm jumping all over the place. Fascinating. Okay. Showing the cards first, as I always do. Okay. First one. This is the one that kind of was hard to get. The star. Healing. Beautiful. We have the devil. Are we gonna bring the devil with us through this portal, you guys? The Fool. I'm like, it can't be clearer than that. Okay, healing done. Stop the video. All right. Before we get into more messages, let's prep for Reiki. Okay, guys? So I invite you to take a big deep breath, just get into your body, become very present. I'm sorry, my nose tends to itch a lot when messages are coming through, so I apologize. Okay. We're not trying to necessarily get into a meditative state. I was about to say negative state. Interesting for some of you. We're trying to tap into our body right now. So become present. Sit, lie down, do what you need to do. We're going to thank the Reiki for all the healing that's about to take place for the collective from the 30th to the 6th. Judging from the comments last week, a lot of you have been doing the work. So well done. Remember, it's just about willingness. It's not about perfection. So be patient with yourself. Be gentle, be gentle, be gentle. Okay. All right. So they're already saying, I mean, first of all, let's just be clear with this again. It's so consecutive. Healing. What does not serve us? Leap of faith, right? So they're already saying, show the devil card again. I want you to really take that in. Look at that right there. They're saying you have the choice, you have the choice, you have the choice. Some of you very consciously knows exactly what this devil means to you. Sorry guys, I just very clearly heard for a large group of you, codependency. Okay, that's for a group of you, not all of you. That is your devil. Um, for some of you, it's control. Yes, for some of you, it's control, like an unhealthy control, always trying to control our outcomes. It's impossible to do that, guys. It's an illusion. But you're already on the road to healing. You have this momentum going. That's what I feel. So this idea is very, I mean, it's very abrupt. It's very there's this finality to it where it's like this is the absolute healthiest, most powerful, and best opportunity for you in this coming week with the solar eclipse and the additional aspects to leave this devil behind. This could be an external thing, but the theme really has been internal lately. If you've been following me for a while, what I always pick up on more is like whatever this devil is something that's holding you back from being who you truly are. And so that's more so going to be along the lines of how you're thinking about yourself, how you're suppressing yourself, et cetera, right? So try not to think literally in the sense of like, oh, the devil is this relationship. When I leave behind this relationship or this job or this, whatever, that means that I will be my authentic self. No, there has to be an internal change for you to truly come into that healing. The external things can help act as a catalyst for things, but like so internal. So, like, for example, if you're like relationships are a big theme in the energy right now, changes in relationships, right? Changes don't always mean endings or letting go, although that could be your story, right? Try to be open with me here. Try not to bring things into black and white and then only into the 3D. Like, for example, instead of letting go of a relationship, it's letting go of a view of yourself shifting in your own internal relationship. And when we do that, therefore, it will magnetize an external relationship or your external relationships in general, because there will be more health and love and compassion and gentility, patience and flow. Does that make sense? Healing from within, right? But some of you are really scared to take this leap of faith because there is a control component. We don't know what's next. When I take that leap of faith and I truly let go of the devil, am I going to lose a part of myself? Who am I going to be? Well, you're going to be the star, you guys. Look at that. I'm all fired up. Let's tap in with your chakras. Let's see what they have to say about this week. Yeah, crown's buzzing. Try not to overanalyze things. Try not to just be up in your mind with these things. Drop into your heart, drop into your body. Trust in your intuition. I'm feeling a pain in my throat. Interesting. And when I'm at my throat, I connect to my solar plexus. I feel like that was a bit of a theme last week as well. Solar, 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 solar. It's like, yeah, it's like solar plexus all over the place. It's like your solar plexus right now, guys, is yearning. Like that is the word, is yearning for you to try something different that you really observe. And I am seeing so much gold in this today. Just when I'm looking at it, I'm the gold and yellow elements of the card are really popping out to me. Look at how that fox is looking up at her. I love that. Like in awe. Have you ever seen someone just go for it and you've kind of sat back and gone like, "Wow, that was so brave." Like that's amazing. Have you also looked at them and gone, "I could never do that." You can. Know that you have the power. You have the power to change your trajectory literally at any moment. You can change your mind. You're allowed to do that, right? There's so much here. There's so much here. Okay. Solar plexus. Let's solely focus on that. Yeah. I'm feeling the solar eclipse within the solar plexus, like energy of the sun, harnessing the sun. I'm also filming this on I think it's the 27th of September. The sun and the moon are sorry guys. They're sextile or they're conjunct. I can't remember. They are about 60 degrees apart from each other. They're very connected and it's a really harmonious time. But what I'm feeling is this like solar power energy, quite literally, like building up within the collective solar plexus. It's really powerful. And it's like the more that we individually do our work to intentionally drop as much as we can that doesn't serve us and to intentionally let things go and to step into the new, the more that we're going to be able to just raise the frequency of the world, to be of service to each other more, to live through love more, to unify more, unite, in just beautiful ways. It's really fascinating. Anything else that solar plexus wants to tell us? Hmm. Some of you don't quite know what the truth of your devil is, and that's okay. It doesn't have to be very conscious right now. Know that it can be as simple as setting intentions over the next week or so, just saying, please help me drop what I don't need. Just help me leave that behind. And you don't have to know because your subconscious knows, your higher self knows, right? So remember, it's about that willingness. I'm always picking up lately, guys, on the reminder to ask your spiritual team for help. They do not want to just come in and affect your free will. They know what you want, but they want you to collaborate with them. They want you to step into your power and to say, hey, come help me. Hey, I'd love to connect with you. Show me the way. And it can be as simple as that. It doesn't have to be this huge time consuming practice. It's just intention. It just takes moments to drop into that intention and to make it powerful for you. So it's your choice. Are you going to hold on to the devil or are you going to leave it behind? This can be an addiction for some of you. And that could be an addiction to a substance. It could be an addiction to a behavior pattern. It could be an addiction to a thought process. It could be an addiction to social media, to food, to, it can be whatever. What are you what are you slightly obsessing about, if that is you? Is there any unhealthy obsession going on? I'm picking up on obsessive thoughts. Oh yeah, I feel that. That's just draining your energy. It's like a time suck and an energy suck. Oh yeah, I feel that in my sacral chakra. Interesting. Like it's distracting you from your creative flow. Whoever resonates with that, obsessive thoughts. Okay. And we can do this individually as well as together, right? Just remember you're not alone. That feels much better in the solar plexus, guys. It's starting to come up into my throat now, which means that like truth is going to come out. Maybe, and keep in mind, guys, if you move through this solar eclipse and you don't feel as if you necessarily released anything, that's okay. If you don't feel like you consciously know what that is, that's okay. Be really kind with yourself. If you do consciously know what this is and you are like very, you're very much battling it, then this is like a little bit of a stronger message for you where it's like, this is an opportune time. All right. So know that everyone's journey is different right now. Okay. But there's some sort of expression of truth. I feel like for a lot of you, it's just going to be an expression from you to you, which is great. For some of you, I'm picking up on like an expression from you to the world, like an announcement. Ooh, that's really intriguing. What's that about? Career change for some of you, big life change for some of you. I mean, so what's new, right? Life changes this year. Not to minimize it, I'm just laughing because we all are just like going through massive change in 2024. It's wild. All right, guys, let's just take a little bit of like smoothing out now. Take some take some final big breaths. Yeah. Yeah, some of us are really, really growing in our vitality. It's beautiful. If you're exhausted right now, just be really conscious of it and be gentle with yourself and don't think that it's wrong. I mean, geomagnetic storms and solar flares alone are affecting your body. There's no way that we can dispute that huge solar energy coming to Earth would not affect us somehow. Just like the moon would not affect us as we're made of majority water, right? So just be gentle with yourself. Everyone's experiencing this a little bit differently. But I gotta say, from that Pisces lunar eclipse on September 17th, there was a massive collective shift. I feel that. And we're moving now into, you know, integrating these huge, huge releases. I think last week's healing, if you guys didn't experience that and you're like, oh yeah, there's something I need to release and I don't quite know what it is, or maybe I do, I would say check out last week's. That was pretty massive, and that might help to move some things through as well. Main message this week is that question: are you going to bring the devil with you? Or are you ready to leave it behind? If you're not ready to leave it behind quite yet, you're not a failure. Okay? it means that there's another lesson for you to learn. And get excited about that if you can. Get curious about that if you can, okay? There's no right or wrong here. I just really want to love you guys through that, okay? Guys, let's take a final breath in together. It's solar plexus again, baby. I'm going to focus on yellow gold as we hold that breath at the top. If you want to just focus on a white crystalline light, that's always a good go-to as well if you're not resonating with that solar plexus gold with me, okay? We're not going to work really hard on this because we want to hold that breath for a bit. So really focus on relaxing your body. Let's exhale and get all of our air out. Slow inhale in through the nose. Hold that breath at the top, relax the body, feel the gold honey yellow coming into the body, down through the crown and into every single cell. Really notice where it's filling up, where it doesn't want to go. Feel it growing stronger. Feel it moving, flowing, vibrating. Feel what temperature it's bringing to you. Feel what power it's bringing to you. Reminding you of your power, calling in your power, calling back your power. Let's take an exhale. Push out what doesn't serve you. Whew, hi Chihuahua. Beautiful. Calling in the power of the sun. For some of you, just specifically working with the sun will be really beneficial, or just getting under the sun, getting those vitamins in. You don't need a lot of time. Just get out under the sun for 10 minutes. Soak it up, feel it. Close your eyes and sun gaze and really just drop into your body with that. Connect. That could be really powerful for some of you guys. Okay. That was beautiful. Let's take a moment and lock your energy up nice and tight into your solar plexus. We are not putting on armor or guarding. As always, we are saying what's mine is mine. What does not serve me, kindly stay out. Calling back that power and keeping it for yourself because it's yours. Okay, guys? Wow. How are you feeling? We are in powerful times right now, guys. Let's come together. Know you're not alone. Drop a comment. Give support to others. Tell us how this resonates. Let's really come together in this healing. Okay. It's just, oh my gosh, it feels so incredibly magical this week. And I'm excited to hear how you guys are feeling right now, and what you're feeling, and what is blocking you, and what you're curious about, what you're confused about. Like, tell me all of it, you know. So yeah, I hope you found this healing supportive. Please do like the video. um, Please do share with someone who you think it would support. Again, check out last week's if you're feeling that call to like a deeper release, if you're feeling there's something really stuck. Remember, you can come back to these as many times as you need or as you feel called to, okay? If you haven't subscribed yet, please join our beautiful community of amazing souls who are so supportive of one another. I love you guys so much. Again, all the information for my work, my website, my courses on self-love and more are down below. Keep your eye out and see for the new things that I'm going to be offering soon. Remember, memberships on YouTube are also live, and that's also a great way to support the channel. If you sign up for monthly memberships, you can receive extended healings that are for a smaller, more intimate group, so they most likely resonate more. Energy chats, astrology check-ins, etc., etc. And what else? You can support as well by leaving a super thanks in the comments or links down below for donations. I appreciate you guys so much. For those of you who do give that energetic exchange, if you do have the means and you found this healing supportive. So guys, happy solar eclipse and new moon, October 2nd. It's a big one. It's a big one. I want you so badly to stay in love of yourself in this time. If the world around you is feeling incredibly turbulent, do your very best to go inward. It's not about ignoring, it's about observing from your eagle's perch and not allowing yourself to get enveloped in it. Okay? You have power. You have power. I love you guys so much. I'll see you next time.